Okay. Time to reassemble this White Rotary 277. I have a new pulley, drive pulley for it. The old one, very crusty, big flat right here from where it had been sitting. New one is going to actually drive the motor, or drive the pulley. So, and we'll get our screws in to mount this up. And the switch for the light is definitely broken. I haven't gotten the new one yet. So I'm going to leave the light fixture just sort of hanging off of it until I get the new switch. Because if you remember, the bracket for the light fixture has a screw way down, way up under the machine. Why are these threads such a pain? Do these screws go in nicely without the... Yes, they go in there without the motor on, so I need to make sure I'm getting that right. Holding the motor up. It's got this spring on it. I got that screw to start in there. This one doesn't feel terrible. Leaving the tire off does let this flex a little bit more so that I can actually get the screwdriver in. So see how the motor is. If the tire was on there, it would be that much higher, and then it would be blocking this screw entirely and make that one harder to get to. So pop our tire on and line the tire up on the drive wheel. Oh, and this is a hex screw, not a straight screw. That's what I get for cleaning up and moving stuff around in the work area, right? Go. Now we'll put our needle plate back in. And once we have the needle plate back in, we can put this back in the cabinet, because remember the wiring harness on the cabinet is, or the wiring harness for this machine is stuck in the cabinet. So when we get it in the cabinet, we'll be able to test the stitch, and then we'll just have to wait for the switch replacement to come in. Which I should have remembered to buy a switch when I bought the tire, but I was not thinking, so time to wait some more. Alright. I realized that unlike most cabinets, this cabinet is going to be a bit of a bear. So you'll note the hinges here don't fold all the way up. So like this one is a little sticky and stays up, but this one keeps falling down. And then this cable is supposed to go through the hole on the back of the machine. So I have rags here set so the bottom of the machine isn't scratching the front of the cabinet. And then pop our cable in and push the strain relief down on it. I guess turn that around so it plugs in. And we got that, and now I gotta lift the machine up and hold. Hold that hinge up to line it up there. That's on that hole. And that's on that hole. And now, with the machine up on the hinges, the weight of the machine keeps it tipped back while I tighten the screws that hold it in. With those tightened, it should set. Yep, it settles right in. Okay. Now we should be able to start. We should be able to test the machine, and then when we get the light switch, we'll put that in. So you can see the inside of the hook race, all the plating has been worn off. Remember, this machine was packed with old thread, and I can feel that the edge of the plating where it's worn off is all hooked and sharp. So I need to get some very fine sandpaper. I think I have some 400 and 800 grit around here, and I need to polish this all up. Or I may grab the Dremel and a polishing wheel. And I need to polish all this edge where the plating was worn off and now it's all sharp, because that is all areas that are going to cut thread. Luckily, I felt around the bob or the hook here. And the hook is smooth, so it's just the hook race cover here that seems to be sharp. So I'm going to polish that up and then try this machine out. Okay, polished the hook, race and everything. We still have that motor issue that is either the controller or bad brushes in the motor, so we'll have to open that up. But we'll give this a quick stitch test. And we are getting a pretty good stitch there. The upper tension seems quite tight even when the presser foot is up, so maybe we'll have to take that tensioner off there too, but we're making progress. We'll wait for the switch for the light to replace that, and then we will have to get into the motor and the controller to figure out what is happening there.